All right, welcome back. Aliyu Aldu is a special assistant to the president on public affairs. He joins us here this morning for the retreat. There's going to be a ministerial retreat today for 3 days. Okay, so what is this going to be about, really?
Good morning, Nigerians. It's about setting the agenda and bringing in different units of federal government to aligning with the central vision. The renewed hope agenda.
That's what the MDAs or what?
No. The cabinet, the cabinet ministers, the special advisors, then the head of different, top government officials, basically, coming together to have this retreat to set a direction. Bring everybody on board so that everybody moves in one direction as to, delivering on the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President. That's what the retreat's basically about.
Do they get a feel? Are they likely going to also talk about challenges that Nigerians are facing? Because we expect that they all know some of these things. So will that then mean that they're going to pull together and ensure that they come up with policies deliberately targeted at ensuring that they mitigate that kind of impact that people have?
All right. So the challenges are well known to Mr. President and the team. And, if you look at the policies so far, Mr. President has come up with policies in the right directions. But like we've said time and time again, policies alone don't cut it. The people don't see policies, they don't feel policies. So the programs and the projects and all of that are going to come in. This is why the retreat at this point is essential. This is why it is in itself is a sign of hope. It gives us hope that, we have an idea of what corporate governance is. We're bringing that into government. We have a president who is experienced in this. It's not just about fixing our today's challenge. It's not just about getting as much money as just put into quick fixes. No, we need to have a mid and a long-term plan for the country. When he was in Lagos, he had a 25-year plan for Lagos. It's 24 years now. We can look back at Lagos from 1999 till date and look at we know what the plan's been. It's about time. The last 4 months has been about those challenges you've talked about. Getting to understand them in their real form, getting to understand what has been done in the past, why those plans in the past have failed, what needs to be done now, and what we need to get going in the immediate. The very start point of that is getting everybody in his team on the same page, pulling in the same direction, and understanding what deliverables are expected, setting KPIs and all the other metrics, and ensuring that positions are evaluated.
Are they going to publicize it? Will they publicize those KPIs so people know?
Oh yes. The very essence of governance is.
You are certain of that this will be publicized? Because oftentimes what we hear is the ministers are serving at the pleasure of the president. Yep. And that he is the one to hold them accountable. If they are not meeting the KPIs maybe they both agreed on and said, it is his prerogative. He doesn't have to put it out there. But this is not the first time retreats are being held.
Now, it's when people say that, it's because of lack of understanding of what government is about. The constitution from which government derives its power and its power and its authority has said rightly that the sovereignty of the country belongs to the people, from which the government derives this power.
No, don't get it twisted.
Now, let me get it. I'm coming somewhere. We went through what we went through to bring in a president whom we can speak for. We can speak for his understanding of the essence of government. We can speak for his understanding of corporate governance. He's experienced in it, and he has proven it in public office, like he has proven it in private sector.
So based on that, you are confident that the KPIs will be published?
Yes. It's information. Information is power, and power belongs to the people.
But I think it's very important that you know that the people always knew that sovereignty lied with them. And when they made this request, this was the response that spokesperson in the past, like
yourself, a different president now.
Like yourself, had given to them. So
we have a different president now. He understands what that means, and he's committed to it. And he has zero affinity for failure, and he's going to ensure that happens. That's what I can tell you.
How much can the aides and all of them achieve without states?
That's what the president has always said. If you know something about this president, he has repeated key part of governance. You know, his ideology, from before the campaign, even when he wasn't. You know, he was just making, even when he was just making, you know, comments on national issues, and during the campaign and after the campaign, there's got to be collaboration between the national and the sub-nationals. And he's tried at every point to carry everybody along. I mean, it is clear of how understanding of that collaboration, how much of understanding of that he has, that, you know, you have the government of other political parties at different levels, you know, all saying good things about him, you know, about how he's trying to ensure he pulls everybody together. It's a national objective. We need to succeed as a people. It's not the APC that needs to succeed. This president knows that. He's willing to ensure that, and he's working on that, and that's why he's doing everything, bring everybody on board, and ensure that, you know, everything. I mean, he's coming with his card face up.
Does he have information as to how the states have utilized the palliatives? Is there transparent lists or something? Is he aware of any of this? Because people are asking questions.
If we do not take our time to look at much bigger issues, if we want to spend, you know, our critical time on looking at the small things, which is what I mean we've done. I mean, we can make noise all about on that.
5 billion is small for each state.
I mean, it's 2 billion that has been given.
5 billion is approved.
Yes, but 2
3
billion
will be released.
But we've seen. I am telling you that the president at this point, with all of the challenges before him, shouldn't focus his attention on.
Just gives money, doesn't care how they spend it.
Shouldn't focus his attention on, you know, going to the monitoring.
On transparency.
The monitoring will come. I'm telling you, it doesn't have to be right now. There are more important things at this particular time
than transparency.
That more important thing is setting the agenda for the government, getting everybody to understand. The moment he has given out everybody's KPIs, then, you know, everybody goes back to the field and start working. He has time to now start, you know, evaluation, monitoring. That is where all of this comes in. Right now, he needs to set plan in motion, which is what this retreat is about.
All right, Ali Aldu, Special Assistant to the President on Public Affairs. Thank you for coming on today.
Thank you for having me.